Dear friends, greetings. This week we come to the end of the book of Vayikra, Leviticus, and the last portion is called Bechukosai. And that portion contains a frightening prophetic passage which describes in detail what will befall the children of Israel if, God forbid, we stray from God's commandments. It's important to remember that the Toichacha is preceded by a passage of tremendous blessings. We should always keep in mind we have a choice between blessing and curse. The blessings are endless and without boundary, shining as brilliantly as the morning sun. God created mankind in the Garden of Eden, and we would still be there if our first parents had not strayed from God's laws. They gave away their blessings. There was one rule in the garden, and that was not to eat the fruit from a certain tree. They violated that one rule, and the result has been death, destruction, pain, and constant suffering for mankind ever since. So this is a clear example for us to follow. God tells us in Psalm 81, King David wrote, "If only my people would heed me. If Israel would walk in my ways, in an instant I would subdue their foes and turn my hand against their tormentors. But my people did not heed my voice." And so today we live in a dark world. My friends, the Toichacha is frightening because it is real. It has actually happened. These frightful prophecies came to pass during the destruction of the holy temples in Jerusalem, and they came to pass during our long exiles to the four corners of the world, and they culminated in the Holocaust. We've indeed gone through fire. The blessings are still here. They have not gone away. They are accessible today. Perhaps the most amazing thing about us, the children of Israel, is that we have passed through the fire and we're still here. We've been terribly burned, and not all of us who were here are still here. But we as a nation are still here. Our rabbis teach us that Hashem said about the destruction of the Holy Temple, the Holy One, blessed be He, said, "I lit the fire in Sion, and I will in the future build it again with fire." I'm writing these words on Lag BaOmer, the day the holy children of Israel light fires. We learn from the Toichacha that it is possible for an entire world to go up in flames, but that people of faith and trust in God can survive those flames. A remnant can survive. As we say on Tisha B'Av, Yitain ba'afar pihu, ulai yesh tikva. Let him put his mouth to the dust. There may yet be hope. What does it mean to put one's mouth to the dust? My friends, it is so hard to let go of the values of the surrounding culture. We grew up enmeshed in the culture of a foreign nation, a foreign set of values, Western culture, founded by Greece and Rome over 2,000 years ago, which is part of our upbringing, extremely difficult to uproot. But we should know that Hashem himself is helping us to uproot it. He has sent a plague into our midst, the way he sent plagues into ancient Egypt. They uprooted the culture of Egypt. From there we marched to Mount Sinai to receive the Torah. This is what we are reenacting during Sphira now, during the count of Sfiras HaOmer, and it is happening again in our world. We have to be very strong and hold on to Torah values, to try and strengthen our bond with Hashem by keeping his Torah. Because this is our lifeline, our link to him. And this is how we will survive the convulsions around us. At a Hasidic wedding, the Rebbe or the father dances with the Kala, the bride. There's a Mitzvah Tantz in which the Rebbe holds a long gartel. He holds one end and the Kala holds the other end. And they dance, each on one end of the rope. It is a very beautiful and very pure dance. I've just written a book called Hold On, Surviving the Days Before Mashiach. What are we holding on to? The Chafetz Chaim says that before Mashiach comes, Hashem will stretch a rope across the world and shake it violently. Our job is to hold on to that rope. This is like a Mitzvah Tantz. Hashem is holding one end of the rope, and we, his beloved nation, are holding on to the other end. We're dancing with Hashem. It is very beautiful and very pure. The rope is now shaking very strongly. As the prophet says, I will shake the house of Israel among all the nations, as grain is shaken in a sieve. But Hashem is holding one end of the rope. My friends, the wedding is getting very emotional, and the rope is shaking. But we are holding on tightly, and Hashem is holding the other end. We must hold on to the rope, and all will be well. I want to read to you from Yidid Nefesh, which we say Shabbos afternoon. Please be revealed and spread upon me, my beloved, the shelter of your peace. Illuminate the world with your glory, that we may rejoice and be glad with you. Hasten. Show love, for the time has come, and show us grace as in days of old. Good Shabbos, and may we soon greet Mashiach ben David and see the rebuilt Beis Hamikdash standing in the holy city of Yerushalayim.